Hello and welcome to a Halloween edition of the Brave Frontier 6-Star Unitcast. I am your host, Treylox. Tonight, your judges are the one and only Nova. Filling in for Lance tonight is the infamous Pika Hero. Our guest judge tonight is Ecomog. Guys, want to say hello?
Hello.
Hey.
Hey guys.
Oh, there's everyone. Tonight, we will be ranking Maxwell in the 6-star units, discussing the intricacies of Status Imps and Spear Frogs, and Frontier Hunter, which opened yesterday. During the ranking process, each caster will rate the unit from 1 to 5 stars, 5 being the best, which is then recorded on the bottom left of your screen. After the ratings are finished, we will let you know if you should summon as a free-to-play player. As we rank the units, you can participate in the voting process as well. Your vote will count as 25% of the overall vote. To vote, go to www.bfpioneers.com. Today's unit analysis is dedicated to the Extra Life event. This is a charity event in which gamers donate to help sick and injured children. All donations will go towards the Children's Miracle Network Hospital, and donations are tax deductible. A little bit goes a long way for these children, and we've put in $30 ourselves. Now, if you're one of the first 10 people to donate, we will send you a code for 50% off 120 gems if you donate a minimum of $5. Make sure under company name you put Brave Frontier Pioneers so we know it's from you. I think this is great because not only you get something for yourself, you'll also know that you're supporting a great cause. And the link for the charity is on the bottom of your screen. All right, let's begin tonight with the release of Status Imps and Sphere Frogs. So I've heard that Status Imps can increase your unit's stats, and Sphere Frogs, you can attach an extra sphere on your units. So Nova, can you tell people how they can effectively use those items?
Yes. So with the units we have, they basically made them a lot stronger, even though they're the same unit, in that you can power up the units you want with 2 spheres, one of different typing, like you can have a sphere that gives you stats and another sphere that gives you increased battle crystal generation. And with imps, you get to further add stats to your units. And I believe we do have kind of a guide in general on how people can look at their unit and say, does this unit get Sphere Frog, or does this unit need imps? And we kind of have something that on like that on our website, right, Trelox?
Yes, we do, and I'm going to pull that up for you guys right now. So on the website, it tells you like how many stat imps you need to max out that specific unit. It also tells you like, well, which units you need to put Sphere Frogs on, because Sphere Frogs are very hard to get. So you want to like put it on the top tier units. Nope, no, very done.
Yeah.
All right, Pika, what do you guys think about the stat imps and Sphere Frogs?
Well, Spear Frogs find really helpful because all the new content's coming. If you don't have Spear Frogs, then it's gonna be pretty damn difficult to win. And Status Imps, yeah, it really helps you give that little boost too to help you with your survival rate when it comes to like raid class 3 or the 4th trial or the 3rd trial, etc. And these are aimed for like very like late game units, like very late into the game, and you should not use these on any units who are like not like under 6-star, and only on the very important units, because Spear Frogs are very rare, very rare, and very hard to get. So use it wisely, and don't be that guy that put a Spear Frog on a tree.
The tree is good.
No, the Trent.
Well, the regular tree, not the good tree, the bad tree.
Yeah, the bad tree.
Now, as far as I go, both the frogs and the imps are really good because the imps can pretty much make any unit better, no matter what type it is. So you can get an Oracle and actually make it a lot better. So I think both of these really kind of changed the game as far as just increasing what units can do. So I definitely, I wish they were easier to get, but they're definitely good.
Huh? Right now, what you're seeing right now on your screen is the tier 1 units. So these units you probably want to put a Sphere Frog on. As you can see, over half of the list, or like half of the list, the units have not been released yet, including Naruza, Kuda, Cardis, Sheeta, and those units over the coming weeks will take the top tier spot, let's just say. Okay, and you can find all of this on our website. So yeah, check that out. And thanks to Nova for compiling this list. Okay, so let's move on today, and we have Frontier Hunter to talk about. Now, Frontier Hunter, from my experience at least, I put in a Douglas. I got to Terminus. I put in a Douglas, and I realized that my Douglas wasn't doing as much work as before, and I could not get past Tillith. So what's up with that? Ego, Pika?
Well, I think it's like a bug right now. Like apparently people are saying when I first heard it, they're like, "Oh man, Douglas got nerfed," but I don't even think it's a nerf. I think he's just like bugged. He generates negative crystals. It seems like however much he hits, he doesn't gain that much crystals at all, or like nothing. So I think he's just bugged right now.
Yeah, the thing is, I even at one point I even took in a Maxwell, a Fred Maxwell, but it wasn't enough to get my BB gauge up, and I realized quickly that I either needed like an Uda or a Felneus or Loden. I did have a Loden as my leader, but I just needed someone else, you know, a friend that fills the BB gauge as well. Nova, what are your opinions on the Frontier Hunter?
Yeah, so my opinions on the Frontier Hunter are that basically how it works is you need to have a very specific set of units to do it with. And if you can have those units, you'll pretty much breeze through it easily. But if you don't, you're probably going to have a difficult time. But generally, you need Battle Crystal generation throughout all the turns. And if you can't get off your BBs over time, especially against Tillith, which is why we're probably having such a difficult time using Douglas to generate Battle Crystals, it probably affected your team such that you just lose all of your BB gauge and you'll never get it back, and you'll slowly die. And I think the first time I faced Tillith like that, I didn't bring enough Battle Crystal generation, and I just like ended up dying a slow death. That.
All right, Ego, what has your experience been in Frontier Hunter so far?
My experience has been extremely good because of 5 demos. I'm a very big demo advocate, as everybody knows. So
What, in Terminus?
I ran 5 demos from entrance all the way up to end. It doesn't work on Terminus,
Okay.
but it definitely works on those 3, and you'll get every single reward in one shot. I wish it worked on Terminus, but it doesn't. Unfortunately, I had to change my team. But I was definitely able to do it. Unfortunately, not with Douglas because he's extremely broken right now. But yeah, I did have a demo in my Terminus squad because she definitely works as a leader.
All right.
So it wasn't too bad.
Okay. In terms of I'll just to cater to the newer players right now. If you guys have like a Michelle and SGX, that's like the bread and butter of your team. Michelle, SGX, and some sort of sparking team. So even if you have Luther, Zelha, Uda, those are like the top tier units. Actually, what I just listed. Okay. So, our next topic tonight. Guess what it is, Nova?
I'm thinking it's Maxwell, right?
No, it's not.
exactly.
Yes, it is Nova. You're correct, and you will go first because you just beat Maxwell a couple minutes ago. So tell
Yes.
us your experience.
Well, it was really stressful because I didn't know what was going on, so I just had to rely on my gut the entire time, and it worked out somehow, and I got Maxwell. But I did have a very high tier team to do it with. I used two Liliths, Darvin Shell, lead Gra, lead Lily, and a tree. And I also used very high spheres. I put two Divine Stones on my Liliths. I had a Sphere Frog on my Darvin Shell, Magic Ore, and Dandelga. For my tree, I used Cosmic Dust, which is kind of like Drevis, except it gives 20% HP boost. Because I used Drevis on my Lily, just in case I needed to get to my second team. And then I used Legwand on my Gra, and I used Lily Friend with Legwand as well. And uh, brought in like four revives in total, five Fujins, and three Holy Lights. And um, I didn't use as much items throughout the first two battles, going into Maxwell with pretty much an entire set of items. And figuring out where the triggers are for HP really solidified that win. But in all honesty, you really do need to keep track of your turns because there's just so many variables that go on if you don't know what's happening on each turn. And if you don't activate your damage mitigation, you die. If you don't heal, you die. If you don't attack in time to kill Maxwell, you die.
Mm-hmm.
Even if you do all those things, you still may die. And that's why the revives are so important. I do think that with three teams, you'll be able to do a lot more than just having the burden placed on one team. But you have to keep in mind that going in with your second and your third squad, you don't have any BB at all. So it's going to be pretty hard to start that BB chains going if you don't have any BBs to start with. So just keep that in mind. And I think a lot of people will slowly start to get Maxwell after seeing all the guides, all the videos, and all the stuff that's out there. But of course, you need the units to do that with first. So that's number one. Max everything, get your SBBs all the way up as high as you can, because every little bit counts.
I, for one, am learning from the best, so I will take your advice. We have a question from chat, and I believe the question was from Shadow. How much DPS do I lose replacing a Lilith for a Zelnite? And I'll have Eco answer this question because, as a matter of fact, Eco was using a Zelnite, and he was also using a Lilith.
What was the question again? I'm sorry.
How much DPS do I lose replacing a Lilith for a Zelnite?
Huh. That's a good question. You lose a lot, but you gain a lot by replacing that because you're getting health crystals, you're getting battle crystals, so he's kind of like a battery for your team. So even though you lose quite a bit, I would say it's still a good choice to switch her for him, even though I did lose. We won't bring that up though. But I think that is a good choice to switch a Lilith for a Zell Knight.
All right, Pika, what about yourself? Have you attempted Maxwell?
Well, I attempted it a couple times, and I was using pretty much the same team as Nova, but RNG kind of screwed me. But I'm pretty sure Nova got kind of lucky with the RNG. Like he didn't get focused with Destiny too much, and fortunately, when I did the run, I got focused. I think my Lily Mata and my tree got focused with Destiny. So it went downhill from there. But RNG does play a really, really big factor in this fight. Because if you get focused, then it pretty much like messes up your whole team. Like you have to change your plan. You have to change like how you fight. You have to play more cautious. But it's still very doable with one squad. But I'm at that point where I'm just like, oh man, should I really just like Should I just suck it up and 3 squad him just to get Maxwell? And yeah.
I remember just a few minutes ago, I remember Ecoma got pummeled with like 3 or 4 Genesis. And it was really ridiculous because like he had like 4 units left and the Genesis just, we won't mention that. Okay.
Yeah, it seems like about 5 or 6, but we'll go with 3.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, the thing is he hits you, Genesis, hits you again, Genesis, hits you twice, and then Genesis again. So if you don't have your Darwin Shell BB up, you're kinda dead. Or Ulu.
Yep.
All right, so let's move on to the rankings. Okay, so the rankings work like this. You viewers, looks like you guys already have voted, but you can vote at our website, and you can rank alongside with us. And tonight, we're starting with the unit Maxwell. So we got Maxwell, or Nova has Maxwell.
Yep.
How useful is Maxwell now that you have it?
Well, I haven't leveled up my Maxwell yet, but from what I can tell, if Maxwell can do a fraction of what she did in the fights that basically led up to me getting her, it's obviously best choice you could make for one of the slots on your team, regardless of um, pretty much whatever you use, because stats wise, like above and beyond in general anything that we have right now, and the high hit count too on this unit, both regular hit count, BB hit count, and especially the super brave burst hit count just makes Maxwell kind of insane. And I guess I'll leave the leader skill and like other stuff to the other two, but from what I can tell, just based off of that alone, warrants Maxwell 5 stars from me. And my favorite typing is Lord because you can only get Maxwell Lord. So just leave it at that.
Right. All right. Iko, what do you think about Maxwell?
I've been playing the Japanese version for a while, so luckily I've been able to use friend Maxwell's for a while, and Maxwell is absolutely amazing. With a Maxwell, you can pretty much fly through Frontier Hunter. You can fly through the legendary vortexes, all of the stages, and if you run double Maxwell, you can pretty much one-shot everything. So as a unit, it is a must-have if you're able to beat it. Hopefully I will be soon, but it's definitely a unit that everybody should have.
5-star Lord?
5-star, and I wish I could go for Anima, but we'll go with Lord.
Got it. Pika, your opinion on Maxwell?
Oh man, these guys didn't even cover her stats at all. It's all about.
Go for it. It's all yours.
We left it all for you.
Oh man, I get all the hard work, huh? Well, let's see. Her BB 15 hits, SBB 33 hits, and to what I know, they have no delay at all. Like for example, Demo, like she probably hits like 10 times, stops for like 1 second, and then continues, and that's really bad for like Spark teams because it's kind of hard to Spark with that. But Maxwell is consistent, really good, and her oh my gosh, her SBB, her percentage on that endless is 660%, like multiplier, and that's
Yep.
kind of ridiculous for 33 hits, the most attacks in the game with a crazy multiplier, and that's just kind of
And that's
hard.
multi-target too.
And that's just overkill, and
The crit.
yeah, the crit. She gives crit damage, 125%, nowhere near as Zebra. But the thing is, yeah, you can use 2 of these guys, and the thing is, this she also has elemental weakness buff too. She does 100%. So if you have two Maxwells in a team, I'm just adding this up. It doesn't work this way. It actually multiplies, but if you use 2 Maxwells together, if you add it up, it does 250% crit damage and 200% elemental weakness just for the leader skill. And not to point out, her SBB actually gives her a 30% crit rate at SBB 10. So she's she's insane for crit spark teams. Like really, really strong. And I give her a 5-star, definite 5-star. I don't know anyone. I don't know anyone out there playing Brave Frontier who would rate her anything lower than a 5-star.
Okay. We have a question from Warren6852. He says, if I use a Sphere Frog on my Elza, what sphere should I give her?
Warren.
Elza.
Elza.
Interesting question. We're on Maxwell.
I guess if you're going with Elsa, you should wait just in case, because I've told people saying that their sphere frogs went away when they evoed them, even though they shouldn't. But just in case, hold on to it until Elsa gets her 6-star form. And if you're choosing spheres, it depends on kind of what you want to do. Definitely, one of the slots should be like a Leguan gem or a Medua if that's all you can manage. So number one is a stat increasing sphere. The best all-around stat increasing sphere you have, and another choice would be the vortex spheres because those are dual purpose as well, and then you can throw in another sphere on top of that, so it's kind of like having 3 spheres on your unit. So one of those, and if you're going for damage, you choose your highest spark damage multiplier sphere, or if you need more crits, like you're using your Elza for like Arena, you should just put like the new Angelic Foil sphere and a crit sphere like Havoc Axe on top of that, so you can basically crit like first turn and on your BBs if they do go off. And I guess the last option would be to just generate more battle crystals or generate more heart crystals, because with Elza you're usually going on a BB spam team and you want to have that very consistent, so you put like a Soul Creator on to generate extra battle crystals.
All right. So let's keep the questions contained towards the units that we're presenting because we have a lot of questions and we're going to try to streamline the process. So how many votes did we get from Maxwell? 5 stars?
We got a total of 54 votes, and 45 of them 5 stars.
Gotcha. All right, Tony. When you're ready, you can hand me an Amazon code through Skype. But right now, let's move on. Now, these set of units are Darvinshall, Meredith, etc. We've ranked the 5-star forms earlier last month, I believe. And now we have the 6-star forms. So, Ego, you want to start us off today with Darvinshall?
Okay, Darvinshall. He's pretty much what they were calling Tesla 2.0 because he gives a defense buff, but he also attacks while he does that, which makes him a little better. Granted, well, I guess I should say Olu. Olu gives a higher defense buff, but he doesn't attack. Darvinshall is a unit that you're definitely going to need for the upcoming raid battle. You're definitely going to need for Maxwell. I wasn't able to use mine. That's probably why I lost. But it is a unit that you definitely need. The stats are incredible. The Brave Burst is extremely good. The Super Brave Burst is an AoE fire attack while reducing the damage by 50% for 1 turn and a defense buff for 3 turns for your entire team. So it is definitely incredible. While the rates are up, I definitely think that everybody should try to get one. And as far as typing, it's kind of difficult. I want to go with Guardian. Huh. You know what? Let's go Guardian, and I'll give it a 5-star.
All right. Nova, I have a question for you.
Okay.
Now, Darvinshall has a very similar SBB skill compared to Olu. So with Darvinshall, is there still a need for Olu?
There are actually a few cases I felt like where I would have preferred Olu in certain SBB situations because although you do get damage output and battle crystal generation from your Darwin shell, sometimes the defense buff that you need isn't enough, being only 50%, whereas Olu's is 100%. And in really difficult fights where if you have enough battle crystal regeneration going on and you can constantly put out SBBs or BBs from your units. I think Olu might be better in the cases where you just need pure defense because his stats, his leader skill, and his extra 50% defense on his Super Brave Burst still make him viable to probably tank really difficult content that isn't requires like so much like battle crystal regeneration. And he's still definitely viable for a content uh, that needs Darwin Shell. So 1/2 damage is always good to have any point.
Okay, so sorry, what was your ranking again, Nova?
Oh, going into Darwin Shell, for me, I used a Guardian Darwin Shell in my fight against Maxwell. So definitely Guardian typing for that because it says it in his name, Guardian Darwin Shell. You have to go with Guardian. And just because of his insane half damage and like Eco said, he can attack. Always a 5-star on any unit from me that gives 1/2 damage off because it's more important to live than to kill them quickly.
Okay. And Tony, what are your thoughts?
All right, I was actually debating on this. As Eco said, it is like he is kind of confused. He doesn't know which one to choose over Anima or Guardian. Because the thing is, my Anima Darwin Shell, if you use a leader Groudons with him, he has around like almost like 12k HP. And that's a ridiculous amount of HP. But the thing is, his recovery is so low that even if you use like an Ultra BB, his HP is not gonna fill fully. So that was like the only problem I had with Anima Darwin Shell, but the HP is still really good. It's just that you can't fully heal him. You could probably only heal like half of his HP with Ultra SBB, and that's the one thing I don't like about him. But this unit overall is such a good unit. He's attacking Ulu, and a lot of you already know that. But yeah, he's a really decent unit, and oh my gosh, man, like this guy has a AOE, Super Brave Burst, and he's just really good. So I give him a 5-star. I don't know whether to choose Anima or Guardian, but I say Anima. It's a really hard decision for this one. They're both really good.
And now what you're seeing on the screen are the 5-star rankings that Lance, Nova, and I did 1 month back. We all gave Darwin Shell 4s at the time of when he was 5 stars. And there you go. So, how did the viewers say?
There are 39 votes in total, and 33 says 5 stars.
Sounds good. Okay, so now let's address some of these questions we have. We have a question from Super Veggie. Anyone can take a question, so just shout out. Is Darwin Shell's defense buff better than Zelbin's SBB defense buff?
Well, since I know this off of the top of my head, no, because Zelbin's SBB is 115% defense, whereas Darwin Shell's is only 50%. But you have to take into account Darwin Shell already reduces damage directly by half, so that's probably why it's not as high. But Zelbin's is definitely higher.
Okay. Our next question is from Riztan. Multiple Darwin Shell for Arena, bad or good with Lily as lead?
I guess with Lily lead, it's kind of bad because you can't control which units you're attacking, and Darwin Shell regular BB is single target, which means that they'll choose a target and they'll probably kill it or do a ton of damage to it. But since it's not AoE, you probably won't get to kill the enemy team with it. So if you are planning to use a Darwin Shell, I'd say one at the most. And that's just on the chance that he'll be able to live the turn that he uses the 1/2 damage on.
Okay. Now there was another question, but from Bolkoth. Oh, here it is. Okay. Is there anything wrong with Breaker Darwin Shell, since most of the time he will have his buff up?
Uh, well, I can answer that. Well, it depends what situation you're in, like what kind of fight you're in. But if you're talking about like the trial fights or raid fights, it's actually kind of you're not guaranteed a BB all the time because I'm using a dual speared Darwin Shell with Evil Shard, and sometimes I struggle getting full BB fill, and oh man, the defense is really important though because you don't because you don't want him to die. Like he's one of the last people you want to die, a Darwin Shell, and so if he's susceptible to like a lot of attacks and he gets damaged too much, then yeah, Breaker is not really good. You want him to have the most survivability as possible.
All right. With that, let's move on to the next water unit, Meredith. And let's start with Tony. What do you think of Meredith?
Murdeff. There was a time where I think the previous patch his 4-star was bugged, where he actually did like 200% crit damage instead of like 70 where he was supposed to be at, and that was pretty good. But as a 6-star, oh my gosh, 100% crit damage only is horrible for Murdeff. And what I really hate about this guy is he does single hit like BB and like SBB. Oh wait, no, he does. Oh wait, never mind. He actually does all enemies, but the hit count is like way too low. Um, the attack multiplier is pretty decent, but for a three hit, for a three hit like 580, I don't really like it. And this guy, I don't really like him at all because I can't find any use for him, like as in any of my teams. So I don't like this guy, and I would try and be nice to give him a 4, but since I don't really have a use for this guy at all, and any of my teams that I try to think of, I give him a 3-star.
Okay. And typing?
The typing, I would say probably Breaker.
Okay. Well, I have a question for you guys. Looking at Meredith's skills, he gives like ignore defense, I believe. So how much does ignore defense really matter outside of metal parades? And Nova Eco, whoever takes it can go.
I think it'll matter in the future when new content comes out because it seems like they're gearing more towards units with that need ignore defense. If we're going by the recent vortexes we just got, and in that case, if we get more of those, it'll matter a lot. But if we don't, then I don't really think it'll make any difference.
Okay. Go for it. Rate the unit. What? Eco?
What's that?
Oh, you can go ahead and rank the unit since you took the question.
Okay. I'll give him a 4. Just it doesn't seem like he's a terrible unit. Granted, he's not one of the best, but I'll give him a 4. And as far as typing, I will go with Anima.
All right. And Nova, what do you think about Meredith? Can I use him like against Maxwell?
Against Maxwell, probably not because um, his hit count is low, but he does generate quite a bit of battle crystals, which is important. His single target damage, 450% BB, and 40% crit buff on his regular BB is nice to have. But if you're going for crit buffs, there are better units for that. If you're going for units that have crit damage, there are better units for that, like Zebra and Maxwell. Ignoring defense, there's also better units for that as well. And if you're talking about a 3-hit AoE attack, you might be able to get a lot of damage out from the small hits it does, but you need to generate way more battle crystals than that because his 3 hits only generates 15 battle crystals, so you wouldn't even put him on a sparking team or even a team that could really crit either because his crit buff is kind of um, not as good, even though it is pretty average. So the only thing I'd use him for really in a team is crit buff, and because of that, I'm going to give him a 3. Looking at his stats, I think Guardian is the best typing for him because he has kind of low recovery, but his attack and defense are just way too far apart.
Okay. We have a couple of questions from our viewers. Question from Junation. Is 6-star Meredith a viable crit team leader as Zebra is nerfed to 150%? Just pointing out that Meredith's crit buff is 45%. What do you think?
I guess if you're looking for an all-in-one kind of crit leader, he's good for that. But the thing with the recent patch is that the crit buff teams are just dead in general. You may think it's reduced, like they just reduced damage by half, but when you think about half damage on a crit team who's doing like over hundreds of thousands of damage in one turn, and after that they're basically dead. Cutting that in half means that there will definitely be a lot of times where your team will just die straight out. So I definitely say Meredith's better than Zebra.
Okay. All right, Tony.
Yes,
What do
sir.
the viewers think?
There are 38 votes total, but the majority, 19 votes on 3 stars.
And I will show you what the viewers thought last time we ranked the unit. And as you can see, the viewers also voted 3 stars last time, and even at his 6-star form, he got 3 stars as well. So, all right, Eco. The next unit up is Zelnite.
Okay, so now we have one of the best units in the game. I'll just say that right off the bat. Zelnite is absolutely amazing. I like to share this story every time I talk about Zelnite. In the Japanese version, I was fighting Gra. My first unit, my first team had a friend Zelnite. Everyone died but Zelnite, and he soloed Gra all the way up until the point where he did his attack where you have to block. He was the only one there, and he kept himself alive and with full Brave Burst the whole entire time. That alone makes this unit just absolutely amazing. He's a battery for your whole entire team. He does everything. I should have been on the promotional team for Zelnite because I'll sell him to anybody. He does an Earth AoE attack. He increases your battle crystals, your health crystals, your BB fill, items that you get. He does absolutely everything. It truly doesn't really matter what type you get because the one I took was Oracle. So it really doesn't matter what type of Zelnite you have. If you get an Oracle one, don't be upset because it's still viable. But since I have to pick just one, I will go with Anima. And of course he gets a 5-star. If I could give them higher, I would.
All right, I got a question for you, Iko. Since you're
Okay.
such an advocate for Zelnite,
All right.
for people who don't have Zelnites like myself, can having just one friend Zelnite work?
Yes, that can work. Because in my team, I don't have a Zell Knight in the Japanese version, but I usually take friend Zell Knights whenever I can.
Mm-hmm.
And one friend Zell Knight will definitely work.
Gotcha. All right, Nova, what do you think of Zelnite?
Okay, Zelnite is kind of the most generic unit that I can think of that you can bring when you're doing like anything. Because hit count wise, over 10, you can bring it to Metal Parade. Um, Everything we do now kind of revolves around increasing some form of drop, and his leader skill does that. It's battle crystals, hearth crystals, Zell, karma items, you name it, he gives it to you. His super brave burst is actually kind of interesting because he does he does he kind of adds on more stuff to drop, and he fills the BB gauges of your units so he can be used in arena. You can bring him to solo boss fights. You can bring him farming. You can bring him battle parade. You can bring him for pretty much anything. And if you can say that about a unit, you have a good unit. So definitely 5 stars from me. And going along with all of his great dropping skills, for once, this is the only time that I will do this. I will say that, okay, like I see your point. He does need a little bit more HP, so I'm gonna say animal. I hope people don't get
Zell
mad
Knight
at
broke the
that.
streak. He broke the Guardian streak.
Oh,
Yes, he
oh
did it.
damn!
He did it.
Just because of Zell Knight.
It's a
By the
great
way,
day.
Nova, yeah, usually votes Guardian, but on good units, he usually votes Guardian like 100%. And being
Yep.
Zelnite, a great, fantastic unit, Nova's actually going Anima. I am in shock.
Yep.
And by the way, I don't know
GG.
the people like what they think of the typings before the stream. Like, so this is very surprising to me. Tony,
Low.
go ahead.
Ah, man, they took everything I wanted to say. But this guy, oh man, I don't even know what to say anymore. Like, the only thing I could do is talk about his stats at all, but he's just so well-rounded that you can't really count anything out. It's just, oh my gosh, man. Do I even have to, like, give him my opinion? Because he's just so good, and Nova and Eco already said everything. And then, yeah, I'll just give him a 5-star anima.
Okay. And how did the viewers vote?
Wow, this is 39 people voted 5-star, but 2 trolls decided to vote 1-star.
This has to be, I think, the most decisive vote we've ever had for 5-star, or any star. I think. Do you guys think, Nova?
Next to Maxwell, it's
Oh, that's
same.
right.
Yeah.
I said same tier as Maxwell. Dude. Like so useful for everything.
All right. And I'll show you the rankings from last time. These were the 5-star rankings. Zelnite received a 5 from the viewers, 5 from me at its 5-star form, 4 from Nova, and 4 from Lance.
Yeah. Just one thing I want to say about Zell Knight. It seems like this unit is like really hyped because it is, but at the same time, it's not really something that you can like go and play the game without. Like it's really good to have, but when I compare Darvin Shell and Zell Knight, I'd rather pick Darvin Shell because he's kind of irreplaceable in the fact that he's like one of only 2 units that can do 1/2 damage, and I think the players vote kind of showed that, where Darvin Shell got, I believe, 2nd place with 14%.
All right. Okay. All right. So the next unit we are ranking is Exfil. And Tony, what do you think about Expo?
Well, Exfil, I never really knew like why people never paid attention to Exfil. Like he's so underrated, but I guess after a while where they start seeing all these streamers use Exfils or his videos and see how like strong he is, maybe he'll become a little more well known. But yeah, a lot of people are like arguing like, "Oh man." I remember when Lunaris got voted as top 6 and got the poll for the summoners poll, and I was kind of shocked. I was like, "Why would you vote the Lunaris over the Expo?" And then, yeah, I didn't know what was going through, but in my opinion, like Expo is probably like so much better. He's one of those units where he's like the ugly duckling when he's under 6 star, but once he gets to that like 6 star, he just
Mhm.
like transforms to like a um
Incredibly useful.
like
The
incredibly.
swan,
No, I didn't want to say the swan. It's too generic. I want to say
a
like a
unicorn.
yeah, something more exciting, but this guy, when you do unlock his SPB, he does 24 hits on his SPB and cures all status elements and nullifies them for 3 turns. So this guy does like pretty much anything like a debuffer wants, and he does 24 hits. Like that's like the most hits I've seen on a Thunder unit. Like, is it, guys? Nova, 24 hits,
Yep,
highest.
it's the highest still, and as far as we know, in the future.
Yeah, so this guy is really, really good. I don't know why he's so underhyped, but he's an easy 5 star for me because I think the only replacement for him later on is Urukina, maybe? Is it? But yeah, this guy's gonna be incredibly useful, and yeah, 5 star anima for me.
All right, Eco, why don't you talk a little bit about Exfil's SBB skill? And based off that skill, do we still need units such as like the tree?
Okay, well, unfortunately, I was one of the ones that didn't really pay attention to him till recently, so I'm still playing catch up. But it, from what I see of him, he is definitely a unit that should be used and should be made more important than he is. As far as replacing the tree, I don't think I don't think he's going to completely replace the tree.
Mm-hmm.
That's just in my opinion, because granted, he does have a great leader skill that boosts everyone HP by 30%, and he heals every single turn. He cures status ailments, nullifies them while attacking, which I could see some would prioritize him over the tree, but I don't really see him replacing a dedicated healer.
Okay.
I don't really see that happening.
I'll have to agree with you. All
But
right. So
as
what do you
far as
think
a
of
unit,
Exfil?
he's
Yeah, you said.
what's that?
Yeah. What do you think about him?
Oh yeah, as far as a unit, he's definitely good. I agree with the whole ugly duckling thing because that's pretty much what he looks like. Some were calling him a dead goat because they weren't really sure what he was. But unit art aside, he is definitely a good unit. I'll give him. Let's see. I'll definitely give him a 5 star. Definitely. And as far as typing, I will have to go with anima.
See, by the way, what Eco was doing there was actually going to our website and taking a look at how the criteria of how we rate the units. Right, Eco?
Yeah,
Of course.
exactly.
Nova?
Yeah. So looking at where Xfel is compared to his 4 star, it's a really drastic change because a lot of people just saw him as he just cured status ailments and protected you from status ailments, and that's not something you really think about. But going forward, Xfel in his 6 star form, I think looks kind of really cool to me at least. Um, is one of the most important units that you kind of need in a Spark team, because right now a lot of people are using Melchio. Sure, Melchio is great, but sometimes you need the extra hits to maintain your unlimited Brave Bursts, and gives way more, 9 more, so he hits 24 times on his Super Brave Burst. And the ailment curing is different from just preventing, because that means you can just probably put like a Drevis on your X-Bell, and then you can start your SBB with him first, and he'll cure everybody, so you don't really have to worry about your other units getting status ailments, just because like your X-Bell doesn't have his BB up prior to that turn. So with that, definitely getting a 5 star from me. Thunder units usually are very low hit count, and it's kind of hard to find a unit to put in your Sparking team, especially since we're all tending towards kind of a rainbow kind of Sparking team. So definitely 5 stars, and Guardian typing for me, because defense, a little bit on the low side.
Oh yeah, and can I say something too about X-Bell?
Yeah, of course.
I'm pretty sure, like, what I've heard is that X-Bell actually cures status elements during his animation. So unlike the tree, unlike the tree, you have to wait until he finishes the animation and stuff. So this guy's really good for sparking, because, like, for example, if you have X-Fel and then you have like 5 other units who are cursed, you could just activate X-Fel's SBB and then just SBB with everyone else and get like the full spark instead of just like waiting for his 24 hits to go off. So this guy's really good. And to talk about the tree, I wouldn't really compare him side to side with the tree, because this guy plays like a whole different role. Because of course this guy heals too, but this guy's just for like a little more sustain and survivability. He's not. I wouldn't put him in the same class as a healer, because this guy's well rounded. He does everything, and yeah, he's really good. And yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say.
Okay. And I have to agree with what you said. So, Tony, how did the viewers vote? Tony? Is Tony here?
They're really close, and people are still voting. So.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they're like so close, like in the 30s together. I'll give him a couple more seconds.
Oh man.
So close, like so close. And what is it gonna be? I guess, yeah, it's. I think it's gonna be a 4-star, definitely. Yeah, 4-star. Wait, what is this? 78 votes. This is crazy.
I think this might want to be the closest ones ever.
78, 81 votes. Holy crap! Like, why didn't we have this much votes earlier?
I think 5. Oh, it's like what's going on?
I don't know, man. They're just like.
I think the 5 stars are catching up.
By the way,
5 stars are past. Okay.
We do like.
I think it's 5 stars.
5 stars? Okay.
Yes,
There was like an 8 point lead. It's like, oh.
Alright, let's go with 5 stars.
5 stars it is. And look at its 5-star form. The viewers gave it a 4. And Nova and I gave him a 2 at that time. So you can just see how much he's jumped from his 5-star form to his 6-star form. From one of the lowest scores to the highest, that is. Okay. Nova, the next unit we are ranking is Azael. So what is your preference for Azael and why?
Well, for me, I'm actually kind of confused where to go with Azael's 6-star form because it seems like he's an attacker, but all his stats are kind of like good for like what he does. So Lord typing for Azael. Yeah, never thought I'd say that, but in general, looking at this unit, especially after putting like now that we have imps, putting imps into him, Lord typing actually looks pretty good. But for me, the the reason why I don't really like Azael too much is that even though he does have a 2-element super brave burst that does a lot of damage, right now, that kind of use has been reduced massively. Because sure, you can curse. I mean, you can crit still with like Maxwell, but a lot of damage still comes from sparking. So you want a really high hit count unit. And for me, Zale is just kind of a big damage dealer, and he doesn't provide anything to the team. And because of that, I'm gonna give him 4 stars.
Okay. And Eco, what's your opinion?
Yeah, I've never really been a big fan of this unit. Seems like he's more geared towards maybe mono light, mono dark teams. As far as that, I don't really see his use other than maybe the arena. I really can't see myself questing with him or doing vortex dungeons. He just seems kind of average. I mean, I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I need to learn more about him. But just from what I see, he just seems kind of lackluster compared to the other units, especially the ones in this batch. I don't. I wouldn't prioritize him over any of them. He just, I don't know, just rubs me the wrong way. He's not terrible though, so I'm not gonna give him a 2 or a 3. I'll definitely give him a 4. As far as typing, we'll stick with Anima.
Okay. And Tony, what do you think?
The thing about this guy is like this batch is so good, and then you put him right in the middle of this batch, and then everyone's just looking at him like, oh man, is this guy gonna be good too? But when you look at him, he's like, oh crap, dude, this guy is so weird. Like out from this batch, this guy is kind of weird, cause he does both light and dark elemental attacks. In my opinion, that's good, but it's at this point of the game where all these units are out. I don't say it's amazing. It is kind of unique because him and like probably like 4 other units could only do that, and his SBB he actually like hits really hard, like 700% multiplier for his SBB is really strong. This guy's really good. But the thing is, this guy just came out way too late. Like with this kind of like in the middle of this batch, like no way. This guy's too weird. Like he either has to do something really good. He does with the damage, but this guy just feels like he's missing something. Like that unique uh like really unique unit. I mean, he does have the light and dark, but it feels like he's missing something really important. And I don't really like this guy that much. I don't think I'm gonna use him at all. And yeah, I'm gonna go with Nova. I'm gonna go as a Lord because this guy's stats are like all over the place and it's kind of weird. So yeah, I'm gonna go with a Lord to keep everything the same. And yeah.
And 4 stars was it?
Yeah, 4 stars.
Okay.
He's not bad, but he's not great.
All right, so we have a question here. Okay, so here's a question from Bolkoth. How far away are these units in the Sphere Frog list? Are they next or are they weeks away?
In the Sphere Frog list?
Are you talking about this list that you see right here? This Excel sheet?
Okay, so not entirely sure, but we already have these units sphered, ranked in tiers. If you see them, that means they're not even considered like we split them up into 3 tiers. Tier 1 and Tier 2 are kind of the units that everybody kind of wants to put on, and then Tier 3 are units that are like very niche in their use. It's kind of like really up to you to use them and put them on. Some units, like we were talking about Michelle. Michelle wouldn't go on a Sphere Frog because there are other units that have outclassed her. Like 2 or 3 have already kind of done the same thing. So she's kind of out of the tier list because once you get out of that niche, there's no point in putting a Sphere Frog on you because you know that, oh, if you get something, you're going to regret it because Sphere Frogs and Imps are really, really hard to get.
Sounds good. And Tony, how did the viewers vote?
The majority of them voted 19 for 3 stars.
And I think this coincides pretty well with last month's vote. As you can see, Azael received 2 stars at his 5-star form. Now let's head on to the final unit of the night. It is the dark unit Lily Mata. And let's start off with Eco.
Okay, now just like Zell Knight, this is one of the units that I think it's pretty much okay to get any single type, because with Lily, her main objective is to be a Brave Burst battery. Her Brave Burst or Super Brave Burst or Leader Skill, none of them is for attack. They're all for BB fill. Her Brave Burst is BB fill for 3 turns and when attacked. Her Super Brave Burst is the same thing and it generates Battle Crystals. So her main objective is to keep your Brave Burst gauge filled. That's why pretty much everybody's taking her for Maxwell. She's going to be great for pretty much everything that's coming in the future, raid battle, you name it. An extremely good unit. I don't, if I pulled the Oracle, I'd be fine with it because she's not for attacking. She's not for that. She's just for making sure that all the other units can attack. So with that in mind, she definitely gets a 5-star. And as far as typing, since I have to pick one, I'm going to stick with Anima.
Mata at 5 stars. I agree. And I also agree because thing is, I saw Mata in action against Maxwell, and she was almost the most important unit, I feel.
Yeah.
So I got a question for you, Nova. The thing is, when I see Mata or Lily, I see that this unit doesn't attack. So, but I know that this unit can like fill BB gauge. But can't you use other units like Demo and Loden, for example, to do the same thing?
Their purpose is kind of different because the reason you bring Loden and the reason you bring Demo is because you want to create sparks or battle crystals upon attacking, and it's a lot easier to do that when you have multiple enemies. Now, if you go the other direction, right, let's say you're facing bosses that only have usually 1 unit, it's kind of difficult to generate battle crystals based off of those kinds of leader skills. Like you need to spark, you need to hit them and wait 3 turns, whereas Lily is kind of the opposite. It's like instead of you hitting them, you let them hit you, and that gets you battle crystals. And they do that a lot. If you saw Maxwell, basically it was like AoE after AoE after AoE, and your units would get like chunked down a lot. So you need like your tree to have your heal up, you need to have your damage mitigation up, you need to have your even your Lily SBB up again. So kind of like throwing a Lily into a team, especially for boss fighting, really speeds up like your survivability, your damage reduction. Even if you're not using Lilith, speed up your damage output as well. So I find that Lily works best if you have like really good units that can support each other. And Lily kind of fills that spot that was missing which was like, how do you generate enough crystals for your team? And that was the answer to it that Googie did. And because of that, and from the success I personally have gotten using a Lily, even when its SBB was just one, I was able to get Maxwell with that. So definitely 5 stars from me. And Guardian typing because like you're going to be defending all the time with Lily anyway. Might as well just give her more defense to help her out.
And it's been proven because Nova had a Guardian at the top and beat Maxwell. Tony, what do you think?
Well, as Nova said, Lily Mata, her role in the team is to stay alive and provide that regen with her BB and SBB. And she's more targeted towards like really, really hard bosses because, as you know, like if you guys tried Maxwell with like a Uda or Belnius or anything else that to help you generate BB in the hope that you're gonna win, and that doesn't work like that because you have to play super turtle mode in these kind of fights. And since Maxwell's released, it's only gonna get harder from here on. And Lily Mata is a staple for every single boss out there, every single like tough boss. And if you don't have her, then you're gonna struggle a bit, and you're gonna have to go asking your friends for one. But Lily Mata is such a good unit. Like I don't know how easy having her on a team will like just makes it like to beat a boss because I tried a double Groudon's team fighting Maxwell, and it just didn't work out because I couldn't generate like Brave Burst crystals. So Lily Mata is the way. I'm not gonna say it's impossible to beat with double Gra. It is very possible, but Mata just makes your life a lot easier with and she gives you a sense of security that you're always gonna have like BC regen, and yeah, she's really really good. So I would give her 5 stars easily, and Anima, I would give her Anima because you want her to like the most survive like for the most make her as tanky as possible because there is Ulu and there is Darwin Shell for that defense buff. So I think you kind of need the HP a little more. So yeah, 5 star Anima.
And the thing about this is, I remember Eco's Mata, Lily, got focused down so hard.
Yep.
Was it an anima, by the way?
No, it wasn't Anima.
Oh, okay. Well, guys, looks like we're done ranking. Oh, wait, what did the viewers vote?
42 5 stars.
Gotcha. Okay, so it looks like all these votes are pretty decisive tonight. Like,
Oh
except
man,
Exfil, I guess.
yeah, Exfil.
Yeah.
Like, for the first time, that guy was. He had like a 20 vote lead on 4 stars, and then he just came back like, oh my gosh, I don't even know how.
Yeah. The turnaround, it was like the comeback of the century for voting.
Yeah, I guess we really spoke to them and told them how good he was.
Yeah, it's like a unit that you take a look at. It's like, oh, it's okay, and then you take a really close look at it, and then you're like, whoa, like, why didn't I see this before?
Yeah.
We're almost done with the unit analysis, but I just want to give everyone a quick reminder that tonight's unit analysis is dedicated to the Extra Life charity. All the benefits go to the Children's Miracle Network Hospital, and you've seen this in chat. And what they do is they help sick and injured children. In my personal opinion, I think that sometimes we're really busy with our lives, and like we don't have the time, or we don't stop and think, and take a look at the world around us. So I think charities in general are a very good way to step back and help the people really in need. So if you guys can donate any amount, I bet any amount helps. So yeah, go check it out. Okay, And now we are going to go to the question, should free-to-play users summon on this batch of units? So, what do you guys think?
Definitely yes.
Yeah, I think they should.
Yeah, it's obviously from the averages, like you see 4 5 stars, and that's across 4 different points of view. You have the judges and you have the viewers, and I don't think that's ever happened before in a set. So, judging from just that, having been in every unit analysis, I think the most straight 5 stars we got at one point was, I think, 2 or 3, but with 4 it's definitely a must go, because that means over half the units that you summon from this set are really good.
Now, I had a question earlier. I was thinking, like, should you summon on this batch of units, or should you have summoned on the previous batch of units in which the people voted in like the units they wanted to see? Which is more preferable, I guess?
Wait, what was the last batch again?
I believe it was Lily, Zelnite, Elza, Darvin Shell, Zelha,
No, no, no.
and
it's
Lunaris for the player's choice. Because
oh yeah, okay.
comparing that to this, it's like kind of difficult to say
Yeah.
because I guess how do I put this? There are 5 good units there, and then you have one really kind of awkward unit in Lunaris. But then you look at this set. This set, I believe, in general, even though 3 of the units were in there, you can make an argument that Xvel is actually better than Zelha, because a lot of people have been using Zelha, even though there's so much hype. I think finally people realize that Zelha is probably the less impressive high hit count spark unit that you can bring because it's so difficult to spark with him. So in that sense, for me, they're kind of tied. If you go just based on the units, I'd say just summon on the set that you think has more units that you'd want.
Now, I have one final question before we get to the raffles. Have you realized, I think you have, on the Facebook page of Brave Frontier, they have like a Halloween is coming up, and there are like 2 units that I've never seen before. Have you seen the images for those units?
Yes.
I believe I have, yes.
Yeah, I have.
Are they? Do you think they're going to be releasing new units on Halloween or something?
That's what it seems like. They'll most likely have like a 5-star max, but they'll probably be really good since all the free units have been good up until this point.
Uh-huh. Okay, so now, without further ado, let's move on to the raffles. Are you guys ready?
Yep.
Oh, I am.
Yep, I'm ready.
Okay, so if you've been paying attention, we've given away 5 codes randomly throughout the stream. We will be giving away 5 more Amazon codes. Now, these Amazon codes are 50% off 120 gems. Yeah. We will give it away right now, and we will also be giving away 2 Luca codes. Those codes will be sent to you via a Twitch message.
Yep.
Okay.
And like always, guys, just so I put this in, just make sure that you're following. This time it's me, Pika Hero, and EcoMod, and I'll be posting this in chat. So you have to be following all 3 of us. It's really simple, and that's all you have to do to win.
It's really, really simple, guys. I think last week was a complete disaster. There are a lot of people who didn't follow directions, and then they missed out on a lot of codes. So it was pretty sad to see, but yeah. Yeah, don't be that guy.
Yes, so just remember, every time we do raffles every Saturday, just follow the casters. Whoever the casters are, follow them, and that's it. Okay, so we're going to start the raffle, and 3, 2, 1, Open. Go for it, guys. To participate in the raffle, type in !raffle in chat. So, guys, remember, so we have this charity event that's occurring right now, and I believe, what is going on, actually? I think Amazon, they're doing like a 24-hour gaming stream on Twitch. Is that right?
Yeah. There's like a whole gaming category dedicated to this thing called shoot, let me see. Extra Life,
I believe
yeah.
it's on the front. Yeah, it's on the front page.
Extra Life, and they're raising money to give out to like I guess show like child hospitals to like take care of them, you know. And there are some places around the world where it's not as developed, and like some people just like don't have health care or they don't have the money to go. And by donating, you guys really help them out and ensure that they're like a little bit healthier and live a happier life. So yeah, really suggest you guys and I encourage you guys to go donate because I donated and it just like I just felt like I did something even though I just was watching the stream. So it's a really good thing to do, and yeah.
Well said. I remember last year I was participating in an orchestra, the Central Texas Medical Orchestra, which is based in Austin, Texas. And what we did was we performed concerts, and all the proceeds went to the charities such as American Heart Association and local hospitals around Austin. And in my opinion, it was just like a very good way to give back to the communities. So. Okay, all right. Is everyone ready for the draw? We're gonna draw, and then Pika, can you check if they're following? All right, here we go. The first winner of the Amazon 50% code is Doc Ratty. Congratulations. Doc Ratty, by the way, I saw you in chat quite a while back, like even before the stream started. You asked a question, when did the stream start? I remember you. All right, Doc. We need you to say something in chat.
I saw.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. One.
Yeah, he's following.
Good. Smooth.
Yeah, he's following all of us. Yeah. Yeah, really good.
The second winner of the Amazon 50% off code is Metsurain.
And Doc, right after the raffles are done, I will send you your code like right away. So. Oh, there he is.
Following everyone?
I'm checking right now.
Okay.
Oh no, he's not following you. He's not following me and Nova.
Oh, guys, you have to follow.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, can we post the link one more time so people know where to follow?
Oh my gosh, that totally sucks. Yeah, that. Oh my gosh, that's so sad.
Correct for 10.
So those are the links. Eco, those are the links. Eco has the links right there. Okay. The next winner is Mercurial 808. Do you accept your raffle? Oh, there he is.
Oh, see him. Yeah, he's falling off 4 of us.
Okay. Congratulations. We will be sending you a code via Twitch message. Next winner. Wow. Okay, Riztan. Congratulations. See, all the people who participated during the stream are winning. Hacks or no?
I think it's good karma.
I know, right? Good karma.
Okay, so Riztan, yes, but I will trade it for Luca. Well, you might win Luca. I don't know. But this is for the Amazon code. So I guess he accepts?
Yeah. Will you let him trade, or is it a no-go?
No, I can't. No trade.
Yeah. Alright, no trading.
The next winner is Charlance.
Oh my gosh.
I remember if you have
Yeah.
Lance, Happy, what was the other keyword that you needed?
Pokemon.
Pokemon. You will always win. Someone should make a name like Happy Pokemon Lance, and I guarantee you will win the raffles.
Yeah. I also have been known to win a bit too many raffles myself. And Trailox in the past.
In the past, this
Well,
is ages
that rubbed,
ago.
that
I'm getting
rubbed,
gray
that
hair
rubbed,
now.
rubbed off on me.
Yeah, he's
It's-
aging, and
I'm going to retirement.
yeah.
Okay, so is Charlance following everyone?
I was actually like looking for him the whole time.
I can check. I have it up now.
I couldn't find him. It's just my eyes just couldn't find him for some reason.
Yep,
He's following all of us?
cleared it. Yep.
All done.
Right. Oh, alright, he'll take the code. There he goes.
By the way, by following us, you get to get a notification whenever we're live. And the thing is, you can ask any Brave Frontier related questions. And Pika and Eco and Nova, they all do some really fascinating streams, like Dual Maxwell streams, Frontier Hunter. Just go ahead and check it out. It's really fun. And the final winner for Amazon code is Skynest TV. Skynest TV, congratulations. Let us know if you're in chat.
Oh man, is he here? Oh, he's here.
He
Yeah,
is
he's
here. Nice.
Alright, gotta check. Oh yeah, he's following all 4 of us. Yep.
Okay, so we have our 5 winners. Tony, you're going to be sending out the code, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna be sending it right now, guys.
Okay, and now it's time for Luca codes. For the first Luca code, I have one question, so get ready. I hope you have been paying attention from the start. And
Is this trivia?
This is trivia, but it's only one question. One question trivia. Here we go. Are you ready? In the intro video, what Brave Frontier unit was depicted? In the intro, well, not the intro video, I guess, the intro, the 30-minute intro, you know, where I had the wallpaper up, what Brave Frontier unit was depicted?
Oh man, that was a. I don't think I saw it.
That's the question. Sorry. In the intro wallpaper, in the wallpaper. This was before the video. Before the video, guys. Alright. I need to like Control F to find the answer here. Do you guys know the answer by any chance? Don't say it.
No.
I could even see it.
What if I go
Yeah.
back?
I didn't even see it. I don't even know.
I think he should show show the people.
Oh, show the picture? Okay, let me see if I
Yes.
can pull that up again.
All the people are panicking.
And there you have it, guys. All the winners. I have just sent you all your codes. And for the people who donated and showed me proof, I will get you your codes as soon as possible. Lance has the codes right now, and he's currently doing something, so I will post you your codes as soon as possible. But yeah, I'm going down the list, and I'm looking at the most recent. So if you're like not the first 10 people, then sorry, you're not gonna get the code. But if you are the first 10, then you guys win a code.
Alright, the picture's now up. Can you guys see who it is?
What?
Can you see the Brave Frontier unit?
Let's try to full screen this.
We got a winner, finally.
I still don't see
Kaja?
it.
Is that Kaja?
Yes!
The eye?
Where?
Yeah.
Where?
Right to the right of the moon.
Oh,
If you look at
okay,
the
okay,
eyes.
Okay.
Well, I was looking at that too. I was like, how am I supposed to know what the eyes are?
I'm looking in the house and at the pumpkins and everything else.
No, I was looking at those eyes. I was like, what the hell is that? Like, what unit is that?
Alright, so it looks like our winner is Ricochet. Rikoshae.
Ricochet. Where's Ricochet at?
Following all of us. It's a real question. Yep. Winner, winner, chicken dinner.
Are you gonna send in the codes?
I will be sending you the code within 24 hours.
Alright. Do you want me to write down the name too? So
Yeah, yes, please.
Alright.
Thank you very much. Alright, well done. And of course, the final will be raffled away. And the final winner of the code is...
Is it me?
Oh my god. Oh
It's
my
me,
god,
huh?
guys,
It's me,
guys.
huh? It's totally me.
Probably trade locks.
Oh my god.
Oh, that's even
my
better.
gosh. How does this even
What?
work, dude?
Oh
won
my
two
gosh,
times
he
in
won
a row.
the code twice!
2 times in a row, dude.
Wow.
Okay, so guaranteed look the code.
Yeah.
Oh, shit, dude.
Trick or treat indeed.
Oh my gosh, that's so weird.
Can I have your luck, please?
Yeah, please. Out of all the people in here, he gets it twice, so
Okay.
I feel pretty confident.
Alright, so the winner is, once again...
Wait, so he wins both of the codes, or are you gonna rough?
No.
Yeah.
The winner is Kiroshiro. Kiroshiro, are you here? And yes, he's here. And is he following everyone?
Oh, he said re-raffle. Did he?
Sure.
Yeah,
He
Oh,
said
really?
re-raffle.
I
Yeah.
think he said no. Wait, what?
No, he said
wants it.
Nani.
He wants it?
Yeah, I know he's following me because he's always on my stream.
Oh, he wants it. He wants it right here.
Oh, he
Okay,
wants it?
okay.
Okay.
Congratulations, Kirishiro.
Hey man, this guy's too happy. He said re-raffle, man. Oh wait, I was reading the wrong one. Never mind. Oh, he's Kyoshu.
Kiroshiro. Kyros.
Yeah, I typed it in chat, so
All right,
he has on.
Riz10 wants to re-raffle his Amazon code. Shall we do that?
Who?
Riz10, XRIZTAN.
Oh, Risten. Yeah, we could do that.
Okay.
I could take the code back.
Okay, so the winner is Fanokado. Fanokado won of Amazon 50%. Now, do you accept your price?
Can someone check for the follows?
I can do that.
I'm pretty sure he's following. He's a very
Why are you away?
he's been in our channels quite a bit.
Who is it?
Fanokado.
So Rizton wanted to re-raffle it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm trying to see if reroll. Okay, you're re-rolling it again.
Oh,
Roll the
re-rolling
dice.
again. Okay.
Oh,
Let's see.
here we go. Now we're talking. This is crazy.
Me, right?
There you go.
Daxter? No
Daxter.
way, dude. Daxter's
Daxter.
he has no money.
What?
Daxter has no
He's
money.
crying.
Come on, Daxter has no money, man. He was like, oh yeah, I only have $20.
It's like he won an Oscar. Dax, do you accept your prize? And he wants it. Okay. I'm pretty sure Dax is following everyone.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
know this.
Congratulations, Daxter, as the
Sorry,
final
no.
winner of the day. All right, to wrap up things tonight, I want to give a shout out to Pika Hero, who managed all the voting and all the raffles as well. Big shout out to Eco for being our guest judge tonight, and thank you for being part of the team, and Nova for creating all the banners and getting the word out. So thank you very much.
Also, for everybody who missed it, I'll try to put up the Maxwell insanity that was going on prior to the analysis, and I beat Maxwell on my second try. It was within like the same stream too. Maxwell takes quite a bit of time to beat, and we weren't sure if I'd even get there, but a few changes, a couple of tweaks, I got it. So, good
And he
luck to
didn't even
everybody
count the
on their own
turns.
fights. Yeah, RNG, it's good enough for me.
Nova, you want to tell people about your Twitch?
Yes. Maybe not right now, but maybe in a couple of minutes, maybe like half an hour from now, I'll be streaming the new content and showing you guys my brand new shiny Maxwell.
Okay.
And that'll be on here.
Sounds good. And Eco?
Well, I won't be showing my Maxwell because I don't have it yet. But when I do get it, I'll eventually show it on my stream. You can follow my stream at twitch.tv/EchoMog. That is right there in chat. And I usually stream for long periods of time because I'm crazy. So definitely check my stream out.
Yes. The last time I checked, Eco was on like a 24-hour stream. And the thing is, I went to bed, woke up the next day, I'm like, what? Still going? So, wow.
Yes, I am an idiot and I don't like sleep.
I hear you. I don't really like sleep either. And Pika, what's your Twitch?
Mine is twitch.tv/FreakerHero. And for all the people who are waiting for the codes who donated, I'd like to give you all a shout out. Thank you so much for donating to that children's hospital. Really nice of you guys.
Yep.
And unfortunately, you're gonna have to wait a while until I send you the codes because my brother has the codes right now, and I'm gonna have to wait till he gets back home, and then once he gets back home, I have to message him, and then he'll send me the codes. And then once I get the codes, I'll send it to you right away. But it shouldn't be that long from now. I say latest is tomorrow noon. So you will get your code by then. So just wait patiently, and you will get it. And yeah, that's all.
Yep, and I would also like to give everyone thank you so much to the viewers for watching us. Without you guys, I always say this, there would be no stream. And on that note, I would also like to thank the charity, Extra Life Charity. So I hope they raise their goal. I think they're going for $10,000 right now, and I really hope that they reach it within 24 hours. In terms of this stream, everyone, we're going to have another unit analysis next week on Saturday, November 1st. So be sure to follow this channel to get notifications. We're done today, so from Team BF Pioneers, thank you for spending a part of your Saturday with us, and have a great night, everyone.
Good night, guys.
See you, everybody.
Bye.